Previously on Realms and Nerds, The Return of Ornon.
The Plane of Doom holds promise. Warriors who have been lost eternally can be found. Enter the land of eternal strife. There you'll find your purpose. On the giving of blood the world will turn. Fate always demands a price.
Hello, heroes. You have been deemed worthy. Will you be the chosen ones?
You open out into 30 square miles, completely encased inside of a giant stone cavern. The center of it is dominated by a big castle. In the distance, nearer to where this castle is, you can hear the sort of din of a battle going on. And you can tell that for certain you have reached the Plains of Doom. Have just come through this passageway and have entered the Plains of Doom. Like I said before, this area in front of you is massive. There's these stone walls that sort of form a dome above you and are running to the left and the right, kind of curving along. You can't even see the other side of this dome here. Way off in the distance, you can see what must be a massive castle just because of how far it is away, and you can still see it.
Unless it's only made to look like it's far away, but in reality it's closer than we think.
Bump, bump,
Or is anyone else getting a bad feeling around here?
Oh yeah, I got a gloomy feeling about this.
I don't feel anything.
So have you ever seen a cornered cat? Mikhail is like a cornered cat.
Okay. Yeah, I own a cornered
Just like
cat.
Constantly tuned on these senses.
So it's
watching every animal.
So Mikhail's kind of tweaking a little bit.
Joan takes a leisurely stroll.
Okay.
Monster's going forward towards the castle. There's nothing else to do, I suppose.
So, Seebo's going to, since we got a little walk and this is kind of a creepy place, he's gonna pull out his bag of holding that is like 5 pounds of weed. And a hack pipe.
You're gonna blow through that already?
I mean, a tiny bit.
I mean, who knows how far this castle really is. He may just.
Gotta get that electric feel going.
Okay. So Seebo's smoking a pipe as you guys walk.
Joan
Okay.
takes a swig
Yeah.
from his
Oh yeah, how's Joe
He's-
doing after getting slammed?
I mean, he recovered, obviously. He's walking around
He's
now.
back on the bottle, I guess. Didn't take long.
So, Jared, how's it feel to get drunk?
I don't know. How does it feel to be incompetent?
I wouldn't know.
Well, neither would I.
Oh, good comeback, buddy.
Yeah, I'm too busy drinking, okay?
Yeah, you wanna hit this?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Wow. The law is really,
Yeah.
getting pretty unlawful.
Missed the
lately.
law.
He's in his feelings.
You feeling? You just willingly.
He's going for blasted
spot in
in
the
the
wagon.
I mean, look around us. There's nobody to bust. We're, like, forever away from anything, so why the hell not?
Okay, well, you're not forever away from anything. As I mentioned before, off in the distance, sort of towards where the castle is, you can hear the din of a battle raging.
Yeah, but the
Oh,
castle's...
Sounds like fun in the distance.
Mikhail comes to his senses, just kind of focusing on what's important, and he goes, "Indeed, it sounds like there's a conflict up ahead.
We should go check it out. Not already, I guess.
Sounds like fun.
I mean, aren't we already headed in that direction?
So we gotta get this party.
Just pointing out the obvious.
Okay, so as you are walking along, you get to see more of the landscape here. The area is lit, at least the part you're in is lit primarily by these fires that are sort of burning out of the ground. There's kind of these sort of holes with something bubbling up out of them that is on fire and kind of lights the path ahead, so to speak. There's also all kinds of craters and burrows that go down into the ground and all kinds of, like, broken weapons and discarded armor and things just sort of scattered all over the place.
Does Seebo see anything of wealth?
I guess go ahead and roll perception here.
15?
You don't see a whole lot of particular note here. Quite a few of the weapons on the ground as you look through are actually really old. So there might be some value in those just being sort of antique weapons, but other than that, nothing you're seeing really looks like it has much in the way of strong craftsmanship or things like that.
Could I find a warhammer in there? Like, a great hammer in there?
You could definitely keep an eye out for that.
I'd like to keep my eye out for a great hammer.
Go ahead and do a perception check for me as well.
Okay.
We'll see how good of an eye you have here.
10?
Okay. So you're keeping an eye out. On initial investigation, like I said, most of these weapons that are on the ground look to be either broken or in states of disrepair.
Yeah,
so
that don't mean nothing for me. I can fix that up real easy.
That's true. But however, you're probably not going to find just like a fully functioning and ready to go warhammer laying around. So you are walking along. I think you actually, a little ways on, come across the ruins of like a, looked like maybe it was some kind of a siege engine or catapult or something of that nature. You can't really tell what it was because it was smashed up quite a bit, but definitely some kind of a catapulting device of some sort. So, you're going along a little ways, just kind of keeps on with sort of more of the same for, quite a ways in, when suddenly, you pass by one of the particularly larger burrows that you've seen, and, you hear some noise coming from inside of it.
Okay, Rhomash is going to do a perception check of the burrow, I guess.
Okay.
15?
I think you hear some noises, and then you actually hear some voices coming out, and you hear one say, "When's the attack supposed to be?" And another person replies,
"They said tomorrow morning we'll be taken off."
Good, I'm ready to get out of here. It's time to crush them once and for all.
Guys, there's someone in the burrow. They're talking about an attack at dawn. I think that they're the ones trying to seize this castle.
Did they say who they were attacking?
No, they just said them.
Seebo's going to take a hide action.
Okay.
Seebo, after taking his hide action, is there something that Seebo could climb up of to get a better view, like down into the burrow?
I think that maybe you could climb up sort of onto the hill that the burrow goes into and maybe like hang over the edge to see if you can look in.
Alrighty. So Seebo's going to do that.
Okay. Go ahead and do stealth for that.
12, but then, what time of day is it? Like, we're on it's darker out, right?
Yeah, so it is like kind of eternally sort of like a twilight in here.
So my gold cloak would be active now?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, then it's going to be 14.
With a 14, you are able to lean over the edge and get a quick peek over, and you see a group of half-ogres sitting around a fire. As you do so, however, I think you actually dislodge a little bit of dirt, and it sort of trickles down off the edge, and one of them looks up and goes,
What was that?
Are you going to try and sneak back up then, or are you just going to keep hanging off the edge?
Definitely going to try and sneak away.
Okay. Go ahead and do another stealth for me. We'll see if you can dip out of this.
Yeah, we're looking at 24.
Even though you dislodged a little bit of that dirt there, you're able to quickly get your head up and out of the way without making any more noise. You hear kind of a shuffling of footsteps as one of these ogres comes over to check it out, but then he goes back to the fire.
Did Seebo get a count?
No, you only got a quick look. you were able to just kind of identify them.
You
get kind of a general, it's probably like more than 4, but less than 10.
Okay. So Seebo's going to go back down the hill to his group. Guys, just over the burrow. The half ogres, I don't know how many there are, maybe 4 or 5 or so, I'm not sure.
Oh, what do you guys think we should do? Press on or investigate a little bit?
I would say that we should leave them alone. They haven't done anything to us yet, so why would we even announce our presence to them?
I agree.
Me too.
Sounds like a good idea.
I guess we're
Whatever.
and we leave the half ogres alone.
Okay.
You head on a little bit farther, and after you've been going not too much farther, you see a figure in the distance, looking sort of hunched over, walking with kind of a cloak thrown over them, sort of shuffling along. And they appear like they're in a little bit of pain here.
Can we identify race?
Is that a perception check?
Yeah, that'd be perception. Okay, everybody is perceiving this person?
I mean,
No.
is it dark? Because
It's a perpetual twilight, he said.
25.
This person looks either you think kind of like a human or maybe a half-elf. Fairly beat up looking, very weathered. Probably about middle age. And they appear to be wounded or something. They're kind of clutching their side and hobbling along.
Rhomash makes his way toward them, slowly.
Okay.
Hello there. You seem to be pretty bad off. Do you need any help?
Oh, hello there. I'm afraid I caught a spear to the side in the last fight. I think maybe a little bit of assistance would be in order.
And sir, who are you fighting?
Well, I was over there in the battle over by the castle, of course.
So we're not around here. You don't know the houses around here.
No, newcomers, eh? Well, that's surprising. The 2 groups of newcomers within a week of each other. We haven't had that many people showing up in a long, long time.
I'm just gonna put my hand on him and heal him right now, seeing as he doesn't seem like a threat.
Okay.
He damaged.
Damn.
Okay.
He just damaged
You got him on the head.
Damage him with
Princess Bride style.
I heal him for 8 damage.
Okay, so as you touch him and heal him for the 8 damage, you see him shift underneath the cloak, and he kind of like hunches over a little bit, almost like he's holding his side even more, but then he sort of straightens up a little bit and says, "Thank you for that." And suddenly, he's not the person you saw before, and he takes a swing at you with a large clawed hand, as you now are revealed to see this sort of blue face with a pointed nose and dark black eyes.
It's a fucking hag. Damn it.
So he swings once and is off balance. He just misses you with his first claw, but then he comes back again with a second claw as you're trying to get away from him here. 14 against your AC.
I'm gonna take this advantage and I'm gonna use Repose. Expel one of my superiority dice to, I think it's get a hit off on him. So...
Okay, so does that 14 hit, or is that...
Oh no! No. Oh no to the no. That's a 12.
Okay, yeah, that does not hit.
Okay. Well, I just expended the superiority dice for nothing, so that's...
Well, you tried.
That's
What
okay.
matters.
That's okay, kids.
So,
See, now you've done it. Ignore the guys back there because they're ugly, but then you go help this humanoid thing, and it turns out to be the thing that's attacking us. Great job, you group of fuck-ups.
Shut the fuck up, Joan.
Douchebag.
okay, so now we are gonna roll some initiative here, boys and girls. Well, boys. Mikhail,
18.
Joan,
18.
Rhomash,
20.
Brunhilde,
13.
Seebo.
14.
Okay.
Do we...
We're gonna have to roll because we both have Dex +4.
Yeah.
We'll do no modifiers, just straight up and down. What do you
Yeah,
got?
you win.
So, first up is going to be Rhomash.
Alright. First is bonus action. Rhomash is going to cast a cantrip Shillelagh.
No, Shillelagh. Shillelagh.
Shapoopy.
Shillelagh.
Shapoopy.
The girl is hard to get.
Fine, Shillelagh. Where the fuck is
Shillelagh.
it? Shillelagh. Anyway, the wood of a club or quarterstaff you are holding is imbued with nature's power. For the duration, you can use your spellcasting ability instead of strength for the attack and damage rolls of melee attacks using that weapon. And the weapon's damage die becomes a d8. The weapon also becomes magical if it isn't already. The spell ends if you cast it again or if you let go of the weapon. And the duration is 1 minute. I'm going to take it two-handed, so I'm attacking with a d10 instead, and I'm going to make an attack against this thing.
Okay.
10.
No, that's not
I
good.
didn't figure.
Mikhail, you're up.
Mikhail draws his rapier, raises his shield, and dashes forward.
Okay.
Kind of in a thrust at 12.
That is not going to hit. So, Joan is up next.
Joan coming at this blue boy with his quarterstaff. 19 versus AC.
That will hit.
Alright. For 6 damage.
Okay. Next up is Seebo.
Steve's gonna pull out his 2 bear daggers and gonna rush in, make an attack with both of them. And since his friends are right there, he gets to use his extra attack if it lands. Okay. 9 will not do it. Attack on both.
And that's a critical fail. Good job. Do an athletics check for me, Seebo.
15.
As you miss with your daggers and sort of come at this creature, he sidesteps you and gives you a push, and you're able to stay on your feet, but you are now, you kind of stumble and you're about 10 feet away from him.
Take 30 points of ego damage.
Brunhilde is up now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take another swing at this guy, because reasons. With my great axe. That's a 2, so I'm gonna say no.
That's a good call there, Chief.
We're sucking it up tonight.
So, this creature is going to outstretch his hands, and he's going to cast Cone of Cold. Everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20.
That's an 18 for me.
20.
6.
11.
So, Seebo and Rhomash are going to get hit. For the full damage, everybody else is going to take half damage. Okay, so that is 34 points of damage.
Jesus! I'm down to 1 HP.
As this blast of cold air erupts towards you.
I'm down. So
Everybody else is going to take half damage.
Around.
So 17 for everybody else.
guys, somebody call the ogres.
I'm
Or
scared.
the orcs.
We should have brought the ogres with us.
So, we're back up. Rhomash is up.
Rhomash is going to use a wild shape to turn into Dire Mosh.
Okay.
Dire wash.
Dire Mosh. Apologies.
We gotta get this washed! There's
Okay.
not enough time!
That's my bonus action. And then I'm going to make a bite attack at this thing.
Okay.
I have advantage because back 13.
That's a no. Mikhail is up.
I use lay on hands on Seebo
Okay.
for 10 HP.
Oh, thank you so much, bro. High five. Seebo goes to the high five.
I kind of ignore, but, we need to attack.
Joan is up.
Alright, Joan is going to wisen up a little bit and go two-handed with the quarterstaff now against this blue boy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 7.
Okay, yeah, that's not gonna do it. So Seebo is up.
She's gonna pull out his short bow and he's going to notch an arrow and fire.
Okay.
18.
That will hit.
Oh, and then I can use my bonus attack too, because it's a ranged attack. And they're
Sneak attack?
within 5 feet.
That just means you had that D6, I think.
Correct. So 10, 11 damage.
Okay. Brunhilde, you are up.
I'm gonna try to take another swing at this bloke, but I'm probably gonna fail, because failure is my middle name.
I'm brave, so.
That's the face of failure.
No. So what was it? It's in that one.
Critical fail.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and do an athletics check for me here.
Okie dokie. I want to go home. That's a 9.
Yeah, as you whiff with your hammer,
Axe.
I'm sorry, axe. Want a hammer but can't find one.
Yep.
As you whiff with your axe, this creature actually trips you and pushes you over and you fall prone.
40 embarrassment points.
Okay, so, yeah, he's up now. So he is going to jump towards Joan
Howdy.
and pull out a glaive
Howdy.
and take a swing at you.
Glaive is a weapon.
Yes. That is a
No,
26.
It's a made-up word.
Nah, it didn't hit.
26 will most defiantly hit.
Okay. Okay, so he hits you for 10 points of slashing damage, and then he's going to make a second attack.
Don't fear the Reaper,
And
Joe.
that's a 22.
That'll hit.
You better hope he rolls some ones.
Boy, oh boy.
Don't fear the Reaper.
And that's going to be 17 points of damage for that one.
Oh, so he extra dead.
As he slashes into Joan's chest twice, and Joan's going to drop to the ground here, unconscious.
How?
Rhomash is up. Or Wolfmosh.
Dire Mosh is going for it again. Another attack. That's a 21. Now I'm going to assume that's gonna hit, but just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, 21 hits.
Alright. 14 piercing damage, and it needs to make a DC strength saving throw.
Okay. It's an 11.
Okay, it is knocked prone.
Mikael is up.
Mikhail is going to take the dash forward and try to stab this blue boy,
Okay.
presumably large Smurf. And
Papa Smurf.
I'll give you advantage on your attack, because he's laying on the ground.
stabby. 24?
That does hit.
Okay. For 8 points of damage, after my stab, I would like to Hunter's Mark. So it won't apply this turn, but the next one.
Okay. Joan is up.
Joan's looking a little more dead.
Seebo.
Seebo is going to notch another arrow and take another shot. Ooh, nat 20.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
24. And then I do double damage.
Correct.
It's going to be 17.
He's looking a little bit beat up now, but he is still definitely kicking at this point.
He's having a blue Christmas.
Brunhilde is up.
So I'm gonna get the fuck up, and Joan's still fucked up.
He's had
right?
a failure. So
Oh yeah, he dying.
I'm gonna walk over to him and use Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Aw, sweet, that's a 10.
No, that doesn't hit.
Get the fuck up.
Wow. The one time an attack doesn't hit.
Okay, so the creature is up next. So he rolled a nat 20 on a strength check there. So I don't even need to ask you what your strength modifier is. He throws Rhomash as the direwolf off of him, and then he is going to cast Darkness. Create just a sphere of pitch blackness around himself and everyone that is standing up there next to him.
Dark vision.
Dark vision. You can
Dark
see.
vision
Doesn't
does
work
not
in darkness.
penetrate
Not
darkness.
magical darkness.
Darkness
you can't
falls
see
across
through
the
this.
land.
Fills a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. The darkness spreads around corners. A creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it. With the exception of Seebo, everyone else is right up next to this creature still, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so he is going to attempt to make an attack on Brunhilde here.
Okie dokie.
So he's got advantage on this first one. I think we'll just say after that, anybody that's inside of the sphere, just across the board, is disadvantage on what they do.
Yeah, so actually, darkness does affect the user. That's kind of the drawback of using darkness, is they can't see you, however, you can't see them.
But if you're standing outside the orb, you can see everything inside it, right?
No, you can't see through.
It's like
It
it's
is
like
ex-
looking
Sphere of darkness.
It's like looking into a black hole.
Alright, so I guess then we'll just say, instead of getting advantage, we'll just say that he just does not have the disadvantage for this first attack, since he knew where he was going to go. And then after that point, it's just everybody is disadvantage on what they're doing. So he's going to swing at Brunhilde with his glaive. 26.
Holy shit, yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I kind of thought that it would. 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then for his second attack here, he's going to have a disadvantage. The first one is a 16. The second one is a 26.
We're gonna go with the 16, and no, the 16 does not hit.
He swings once and catches you. A second time does not hit you. So, next up is Rhomash.
As a direwolf, I have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing and smell, so I'm going to see if I can figure out where he is based on hearing and smell.
Okay.
24.
I think you actually, mostly you hear him, you kind of hear like the swing of his weapon as he connects with Brunhilde, and then you hear her cry out, and so you have a pretty good idea where he is at.
Alright, I'm going to make an attack against him now.
Okay, and you have...
bloody
Do I have to take this with disadvantage?
Yes, you have disadvantage.
Well, I have advantage when it's near one of my allies. It's part of pack tactics.
Yeah, he's definitely near me.
So that would cancel that out, wouldn't it?
I'm gonna say that pack tactics does not apply because
The spirit of that perk is that when you have allies around, they're like distracting the enemy.
Right.
And I think that we're all just kind of equally blind in this darkness, so I don't think that you really get an advantage from having an ally near.
Alright.
So I think you're still going to roll disadvantage on this one.
The first one is 18, and the second one is 16.
Well, you do still hit.
14 points of damage to a strength saving throw.
Okay. That's a 23.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. You bite into this guy, but he is able to throw you off of him. He's looking pretty beat up now. And Mikhail's going to be up.
He's going to break his concentration and shoot a ball forward of one light. It moves forward and it kind of moves in circular or a rotating motion, kind of trying to illuminate as much as possible.
You cast this ball of light, and when it leaves your hand, it glows brightly for about 3 seconds, and then suddenly sputters out and is extinguished.
I cast Lay on Hands on myself and heal for 5 points.
Okay, so Mikhail touches himself 5 times.
It requires a laying on of hands, yes.
Okay, Joni boy.
Jonah's going to get up off the ground, and he's going to pull out one of his daggers and attempt to attack with the quarterstaff and the dagger.
Okay.
Quarterstaff. 6, but that still won't hit. And then the dagger. 19.
The dagger's gonna hit.
Okay. 4 points of damage.
As you jump forward and cut him a little nick with this dagger, the darkness is actually going to fade as he loses concentration from this attack.
Beautiful.
And Seebo is up next.
Seebo is once again going to notch another arrow. That's 7.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it, bud. Brunhilde.
I'm gonna take another slash at this guy.
Knock his ass out.
I mean, you could use an axle, but slash works too.
Your jokes are bad and you should feel bad.
Oh, wow, damn.
It's not polite hitting a lady when she can't see.
That's a 17.
That'll hit him.
That's a 7.
Yeah, you connect and get some damage in on this blue boy.
Get the fuck out of here, you blue bastard.
So, he is going to cast Charmed Person on Joan.
Joan,
So-
stop being charmed.
Joan, you need to make a wisdom saving throw, and because your allies are fighting him, you have advantage.
21.
You have a brief moment where, you can kind of see maybe this guy's not such a bad guy, it must be hard being blue. But then you
Get out of my head, you blue motherfucker!
You kind of shake it off and you realize what's going on. You've been down this road before.
Not again.
He's Hawkeye now.
Not this time.
I've done the whole mind control thing. Not a fan.
Second time.
And then
wait a minute.
with that failure, he is now going to drop his glaive and jump forward with his claws and try to attack Mikhail. So that's not going to hit. That's a 10. And that's a 10 again.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
So he fails badly as he tries to attack Mikhail here. Rhomash is up.
Let's kick his ass. The first one's definitely going to hit it, but let's see what advantage gives me. So yeah, that's a 24 against AC.
Yup.
That is 7 points of damage. Do a strength saving throw for me.
He's good at these ones. That's 14.
Yep, that does it.
Okay, so you bite into him again, and again he is able to throw you off. Mikhail, you are up.
Mikhail is going to dash forward, make another stab, looking for an open spot. First casting Searing Smite on his sword.
Okay.
15.
Nope. Joan, you are up.
Alright, we're gonna do that quarterstaff dagger combo again, boy.
Okay.
12.
Nope.
Yep, and then the dagger. That's 13. That's also not gonna do much.
Okay, Seebo, you're up.
Alright, so we're going to shoot another arrow. 19.
Yep.
8 damage.
Yeah, he's looking like he's not in a great way at this point. That last arrow really kind of seems like it sort of took a step out of him. I think it actually embedded into one of his lungs, and he looks like he's kind of breathing heavy now. Brunhilde is up.
I'm gonna take another swing at this guy because he's kind of a dick. That's a 19.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay. 13.
Okay. That last hit just staggers this guy, and he is looking really worse for the wear. He, however, is his turn now. He is going to start off by using regeneration, which is going to let him regain 10 hit points. He still looks not great, though. At which point, then, he is getting really frustrated with this wolf that keeps biting him. So he is actually going to crouch down and then, kind of in like a flying jump, just launch himself towards Rhomash with claws extended here. So first one is a 14.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and then the second attack is going to be a 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So, first attack. So that's going to be a total of 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And Rhomash is going to be up with that.
Rhomash is swinging back with a bite.
Okay.
On cat. First one is 17. The second one is 24, so.
Well, you're hitting either way, so.
9 piercing damage, strength saving throw.
Okay. Nope, that's going to be a 6.
Nope, he's not prone.
And he is looking bad off as he's pinned underneath Rhomash here. Mikhail, you're up.
Alright, Mikhail is going to take another attempt to stab. Searing Smite is still in effect.
Okay.
That's even worse than before, and that's a 10.
So that's a no. Joan, you're up.
Quarterstaff and dagger wombo combo on this Papa Smurf looking fathermucker.
Okay.
Well, that's maybe a critical fail with the quarterstaff.
Yep.
17 versus AC.
That's gonna hit.
Alright, 4 points of damage.
Do an athletics check for me, Joan.
Okie dokie, artichoke. 23.
So seeing the opportunity that Rhomash has presented by pinning this guy down, Joan comes in and swings his staff at this guy, who is able to bat it out of the way at the last second. So then using his dagger, Joan actually falls into this guy and stabs him right through the eye and is going to kill him.
Howdy. Rhomash, shut the fuck up.
Let's just take a mental note. We're not going to help any strangers down here. All right, let's just
be a good note that you should
just
take
against
there,
each other,
huh?
just with each other. No strangers. We're this is a stranger danger zone.
Yeah,
I treat every environment
right into the
still
strange
with
I'm
danger.
definitely with Brunhilde on that
How do we
one.
do
So that's
for that?
580 XP per person.
Nice. So we kill this thing.
Seebo would like to...
By the way, this thing is an Ani.
Oni.
Oni, O-N-I.
Can we take like a short rest and get some HP back?
You can do whatever you'd like.
Talking to the group.
Mikhail
Let's
is
nap
actually all
forever.
in for long rest.
Okay, so what are you guys doing here?
Long
least a short
rest, ahoy.
Apparently we don't
Well,
I mean, I
nap-
can go for a long rest.
We'll nap forever
Alright.
in a year.
Well, to make sure we don't get ambushed by half ogres.
Yeah, well, we'll
We'll
take
attack at dawn.
We exchange turns,
Yeah,
like
watch.
shifts, watching.
Yeah.
Because we don't have to
Especially,
sleep
it's nice
on a
because we
long
have an
rest.
we have an elf with us.
A long rest is like 8 hours.
So let's do that. We'll take a long rest, and then Seebo would like to scavenge arrows from the field.
Okay.
Is there any way I could scavenge for material to make bullets in here?
Yeah, I think there's enough stuff around.
Alright, we shall do that. Fashion bullets.
Can I look for a warhammer again?
Yeah, I mean, you think you can take a look. Okie
Yeah, I don't get anything.
I think you tried digging out one of his eyeballs and then realized it wasn't a bullet.
Oh shit!
What did you just do?
There's my nat 20.
You go out and investigate the landscape, and there are not any warhammers in this area.
Seebo would also look through the battlefield and see if there's any arrows.
Yeah, you
I-
said that.
Well, I scavenged what I shot. I got back half of that. Because I get back half of all the arrows I shoot.
Okay.
But, actually look through the battlefield.
Go ahead and roll for that.
Your favorite number?
Nah, D20?
Yeah.
Do I add anything to it?
What did we say for yours?
Yeah, I'm letting you
RJ?
know because he said it's the same thing. Just you're looking for arrows. Roll of 11 to 20 is a success. On a success, roll 1d4 plus 2 for the number of arrows found.
So nothing.
Yeah, if you got less than 11, you didn't find anything. Okay. Boy, we do real shitty on finding shit out here, huh? It's a big old wasteland full of old weapons made of metal.
All around me are familiar faces. Worn out places.
I'm
Worn
gonna
out
take a little
spaces.
nap.
You know what? I think
Well, he's out.
I'm actually going to give Joe an advantage on trying to find
I'll
metal.
say,
because there is a
you
lot
mentioned
of
all
other
these
stuff
old
around.
weapons. It's the Keyblade fucking graveyard out here. Yeah, I find something.
Okay.
I get 6 bullets.
Seebo, do a perception check on this dead dude to see if he has any kind of distinguishing marks or something that might give way to where he came from or what his purpose was.
Okay.
Damn.
So you're going to cut the Oni's hand off.
Darn
Alright.
it.
Yeah, Seebo, do a check here.
It's gonna be 16.
He doesn't really have a whole lot on him. Just kind of wearing some basic clothing. I mean, all he's got in his pockets are some kind of random assortment of sort of, how do I describe that?
Maybe an eating utensil, some salt and pepper.
Old gross candy.
No, I don't need suggestions for what he has in his pocket. I'm just trying to think of how to describe it.
Root beer barrels with a little lint on them.
Okay, so I think in his pockets, all he's got is a couple of just random crafting components for various dark spells and stuff. Nothing particularly valuable, but just kind of couple of herbs, maybe some dust from a dead rat or something, just kind of some gross stuff.
What kind of herbs?
Not the smokable kind. Other than that, the only other thing that he has is he has a small symbol that's been branded into his upper left kind of shoulder chest area. It's probably about 1.5 inches across.
And
But you don't really recognize what it is.
Also, he got that glaive.
yeah, what is a glaive?
It's like it's a martial melee weapon.
Basically, it's a stick with a blade on the end.
Ooh, I like that.
1d10 slashing.
It's a two-handed heavy weapon.
Yeah, it's got
Martial
reach.
melee
So
weapon,
you
yeah.
can reach 10 feet out.
I don't think you'd be able to use it.
I can't. I'm not proficient with it.
Yeah, it sounds way too big for me.
If nobody else is claiming it, I would like to pick up the glaive.
Yeah, so you guys have taken your rest. How long are you guys hanging out here?
Long rest is 8 hours.
Okay, so as soon as your rest is over, you're intending to take off?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you like video games? What about podcasts that talk about video games? Well, you should listen to Lit Gaming Arena. What is the LGA podcast, you ask? Well, we're a weekly podcast where we bring you the facts of video games. We talk about new games. We talk about old games. We even discuss the news. And contrary to how this promo sounds, we don't take ourselves too seriously. So come check us out at litgamingarena.com or search for Lit Gaming Arena on any of the major podcast platforms such as iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, or wherever podcasts are sold. And don't forget, that's Lit Gaming Arena.
Hey everyone, RJ here. Hope you're enjoying the newest episode of Realms and Nerds, The Return of Ornon. I just have a few quick things before we get back into the episode. First, and most important of all, just a reminder that we're going to be changing things up a bit in the podcast here in the coming weeks. We're going to be adding a second campaign that is going to run concurrently, and once it goes up online, it's going to begin our new release schedule. We're very excited to share this new campaign with you. We've been having fun with it. We've recorded 3 episodes of it so far, and we think this is also going to be a great time for you to help us share the show with new listeners, since the new campaign isn't going to require listening through our 20-plus episode backlog to get caught up. So it's just going to be a really great time to get new listeners, and we'd really appreciate your help with that. Also, speaking of helping us, if you listen to us through Apple Podcasts or iTunes, we would really appreciate if you'd leave us a rating, and if you'd like a review. It would really help us on the platform, both in rankings and gaining new listeners, at least from my understanding it would. Also, you can find our podcast on social media through Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and Facebook. On Facebook, it's both a page, and there's a Facebook fan group, which you can find the link to through the Facebook page, and you can join our fan group. If you make a post online, don't forget to include the hashtag RealmsNerds. It's all one word, RealmsNerds. Thank you again to our good friend Kyle for composing the Ornon main theme, and thank you for listening. God bless, have a great day, and let's get back into episode 17 of The Return of Ornon.
Hey guys, it's Kyle.
I'm Nick.
Do you like movies?
How about TV shows?
Pop culture?
Then check out Dem Fancy Dinosaurs.
For all your movies, TV shows, and pop culture needs,
you can find us on Podbean. Just search for Dem Fancy Dinosaurs. We're also available on Spotify and wherever you can get good podcasts.
check it out now. Remember guys, stay fancy and enjoy the rest of the show.
As you guys are packing up your stuff and getting ready to leave, you actually hear some people coming up behind you. And it is actually the half-ogres that you encountered before. You can see them coming up in the distance. Whoa.
So we take hide out.
Guys, I think we need to get moving.
Do you think they've seen us yet?
I'm gonna
wait to find out.
I'm gonna say that's a yes, but maybe if we get moving, they won't try to come after us.
Seebo's still gonna take the hide out.
Okay.
I'd like to do a stealth check to try to blend in with my surroundings or make myself less visible.
You know what, screw it. Rhomash is going to cast Pass Without Trace on the party.
Okay.
For the duration, each creature I choose within 30 feet of me, including myself, has a plus 10 bonus to stealth checks and cannot be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this leaves behind no tracks or traces of its path. And then I'm going to do a little stealth check to see if I can hide.
Okay.
Well, Before he added the +10 to stealth, I already was going to get a 17, but I guess that makes
27.
27.
Okay.
Nobody sees you ever.
21
Okay.
for me. You guys gonna hide?
Yeah, Joan will do a stealth check as well.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
Not you, Brunhilde. You're gonna meet him face first by yourself?
That would be really fucking unwise. So I'm gonna say, no. Oh, it's a 20. An unnatural 20 for the 20.
Nice.
Okay.
So we all hide.
Like little bitch boys.
So everybody kind of hunkers down, gets behind some rocks, uses their cape to make themselves look like a rock.
It's not being a bitch, it's being strategically advantageous.
You know, we don't want to go
Also-
toe-to-toe with half-ogres.
Thank you for finally acknowledging the fact that Joan has had a cape. A sort of. It's like a scarf cape deal.
He's got a...
You do?
Yeah, he's got like a Clint Eastwood...
So he's even more looking like McCree.
kind of western half cape.
Yeah, I'm not exactly like McCree.
You are...
But it does end in like a true kind of a cape. Like it doesn't kind of like connect back up
But
this way.
no, I was actually referencing Lord of the Rings, but... Okay, so you guys all hide, and you watch these half-ogres clomp past. You now get a good look at them. Either there was more in the cave than Seebo saw, or they've met up with some other dudes, because as they walk past, you actually count 20 of them.
Hey, guys. You guys want to follow them?
already going to be stealthy.
Before we do that, are they talking at all amongst them? Or are they just silently going through?
Minimally, there's a few that are kind of whispering to each other, but for the most part, they're kind of just marching along.
Can I do an investigation check to see if I can pick out anything of what they're saying?
Okay. They speak common and giant.
Yeah, I'll see if I can...
Which Joan's a giant now, so he can hear both of them.
The puns abound! 4.
You have never heard speech before in your life.
Rhomash would like to do a perception check, see if he can hear what they're saying. That's a 22.
Yeah, you pick out a few low conversations. Most of it is just kind of talking about the battle ahead. There's a few guys up near the front that are sort of discussing, like, a plan of attack. Nothing specific, kind of, they're just talking about, like, formations and how they're going to hit this area and stuff like that.
Man, Jerry, that roast button sure gave me the squirts this morning. I'm telling you, Bob, it's a hell of a thing.
I don't know about the rest of y'all, but after they pass, I'm going to start following them towards
I'm
the
definitely
battle.
going to follow them.
I'll follow since you're kind of the source of our silence.
So the party is
Yeah, I believe we are all...
staying together and following
At a
them.
healthy distance.
Okay. So you follow along with these guys, like you said, at a healthy distance, and go on like this for a good while, actually. You're probably getting close to 2 hours here that you've been following these guys.
Well, then my spell faded away after about an hour.
Okay. And the castle is getting fairly close now. You can see much more detail of this castle. It kind of is striking a balance between being very much fortified and heavy looking, but at the same time is definitely got some ornate qualities and looks very prestigious. On the lower levels, you can see there's been some, it looks like modifications actually added to make this more fortified than it was initially. So, yeah, this castle looks very fortified and foreboding, but definitely still pretty majestic. Like I said, you're getting fairly close. You're probably only about a mile or so away from it at this point. And suddenly, without really much of a warning, who's up in the front?
I guess Rhomash.
Okay, so
he...
Rhomash is leading it.
He was probably falling close behind.
Okay. So who's keeping the back side then? Who's bringing up the rear?
Joan.
I think Mikhail is keeping an eye on Joan. But
Oh, good, thanks.
I'm just watching you, making sure you don't get, fall behind.
I think that Brunhilde would be at the back, seeing as she has short little legs, and trying to keep up with big-ass Joan and big-ass Rhomash and big-ass Mikhail would be hard.
Okay.
I managed to do it.
But you're quick and stealthy. She's bulky and cumbersome.
Alright, so suddenly, Brunhilde, you see like a flash of dark movement to your right, and before you even have a chance to react, a tall, thin figure dressed completely in this sort of thin, kind of form-fitting black leather armor with a dark helmet that obscures the entire face except for the eyes, has slipped out from behind a rock and grabs Brunhilde and pulls her to the ground, like, almost silently, like, as she's falling, this figure, like, uses their arms to, like, hold her armor pieces in place so they don't make any noise, and then knocks her to the ground and puts a hand over her mouth and says, "You make too much noise." Did anybody else notice that, or do you guys just walk in?
Just walk into a perception
check.
I guess we can't be mean and do perception.
13.
16.
18.
8.
You're not very perceptive there, Paul, right?
Seebo, you see a movement, kind of, you half see it, half kind of sense it behind you, and you turn and look, and you don't see Brunhilde anymore, but you have no idea where she went.
Guys, Brunhilde's gone! And Seebo is going to jump into the brush and kind of obscure himself and start searching around.
Are you sure about that? Oh, I guess she is gone. What do you know?
Crap. Rhomash just kind of readies himself with his quarterstaff.
Seebo would like to look around and see if he can spot anyone or any trace of where Brunhilde might have just disappeared to.
Okay, go ahead.
12.
Okay, yeah, you have no idea.
Rhomash is gonna...
and as you guys are trying to figure out where Brunhilde went, another figure dressed similarly as the first one steps out of the shadows from the other side of this, where you guys have been walking along, off to the left side, and kind of is crouched over this figure. He's holding a long, thin rapier, and with his free hand, he actually holds up his hand to you, and then makes like a cutting motion across his throat, and then holds his finger up to his lips.
Rhomash slowly starts making his way towards this figure.
And as you guys are moving towards this figure, suddenly, from the group up ahead that you were following, you hear, like, loud roars and horn sounds, and suddenly you see more of these black figures that have descended upon this ogre group and cut down a good number of them, and then are now quickly moving back out of the fray. And just as they are moving out, 3 figures dressed in gigantic suits of blood-red armor jump off the top of sort of an embankment about 10 feet down and land in the middle of these ogres and start fighting them. So when I say gigantic, all 3 of these guys are wearing this armor, so you can tell by the size of their heads that they are about normal human size, give or take. But with the armor, they're about 7 feet tall and probably about 6 feet wide. They're just like these massive tanks. The one in the center is fighting with these 2 giant claymores that are about 4 feet long. And instead of cross guards, they have small shields that protect his hands and his forearms. And he is just running through this group, just meleeing all over the place.
Damn, that guy is big.
I wouldn't pick a fight with him.
Joan swats both of them and motions to shush.
So the figure in front of you, now seeing that the battle is fully underway, looks over in the direction of where he knows that Brunhilde has just been tackled and goes, and then looks back at you and says, "Join the fray, if you will." And then he runs off towards the fight that's going on. And the rest of you now see another figure sprint from behind you and actually runs between you and goes to join him.
Rhomash is gonna go back the way the second figure came from to see if that's where Brunhilde is.
Well, that's where Brunhilde is.
Hey, Brunhilde! What happened? Are you okay?
I have no idea. I just know that big fella, he knocked me over, dragged me back here.
To what end?
I guess to keep me quiet or something. I guess I was too loud.
I suppose you're the loud one in the group. Which makes no sense to me whatsoever, but okay.
So, are we gonna join the fight, guys?
Fuck it, let's do it.
Okay, so before you actually have a chance to really get involved in the fight, you hear a roar from behind you, and a second group of these half-ogres have been coming up to reinforce the first group, and now seeing what's going on, they are rushing towards you.
Go! Let's go!
There's trees around us, right?
There are trees around you, yes.
For some reason I was picturing this as this giant-ass cavern.
Seebo would like to...
Yeah, so they're not, like, living trees.
Oh, just dead trees.
There's dead trees that are kind of interspersed. I think with your climbing abilities, they can be climbable trees. It's not like you're going to be able to just scamper up it, no problem. But definitely you could get up there.
Alright.
So, they haven't gotten to us quite yet, right? But they're definitely coming to attack us.
Well, they are rushing towards you with weapons drawn, so you can only assume.
Okay. How far away from us are they?
They're at about 200 feet and closing at this point.
Rhomash is going to cast Moonbeam in their path.
Okay.
A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius. 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point. I'm putting it at the maximum distance, 120 feet away from him, right in their path, as close as he can get to them. As soon as they enter the spell's area for the first time on a turn or start their turn there, they're engulfed in ghostly flames that causes searing pain, and they must make Constitution saving throws. They take 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save and half as much on a successful one.
Okay. So I think when you cast this, the first 5 of them, there are 10 total, hit this beam because they're just kind of unable to stop here. So they got to do Constitution?
Yeah.
Okay. So first one is natural 20, so it's 22.
That one passed.
Okay. That's critical fail. 21.
That one passed.
11.
That one didn't pass.
19.
That one passed. So 2 of them take full damage, 3 of them take half damage.
Okay.
8 radiant damage each.
Okay, so they run through and they get burned by this. The other 5 see it soon enough that they're able to move kind of around it, so they don't take any harm here.
Then Rhomash is going to dissipate the spell and stop concentrating on
Okay. So they are now, they're getting closer. They're probably about 70 feet out at this point.
Joan would like to take out his revolver and cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
1, 2, 4.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay. We're gonna do acid damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it as a second level spell.
Okay, does that hit all of them?
No, it only gets one of them.
Okay.
You said there's like 5 of them in front?
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'm gonna get the guy in the middle if they're in kind of any sort of formation that does that.
Well, I mean, I think that they're kind of just in a
I don't know.
sort of a line, so it'd be
Alright,
just
whoever's
first one.
closest.
Okay.
18 points of damage. Acid damage.
Okay, yeah, he gets hit, and he is looking to be in a bad, bad way. Alright, so I think now they are, they're about 30 feet, they are right on top of you now. So at this point, I think we're gonna roll some initiative.
21.
7.
9.
I got 4.
7.
What's your dexterity?
2.
I win! Minus +4.
I win, man.
Damn it, Skeletor. Not so fast, Skeletor.
Man. I'm evil because I want to be.
They probably all rolled better than we did, so...
Well, Mikhail's actually up first.
I cast Shield of Faith on Joan. It's a +2 to your AC. And knock an arrow and fire into the group. This
Okay.
at one.
I guess just pick one.
Number 3 then.
Okay.
20 against AC.
Yeah.
13 damage.
Okay. Next up is going to be Ogre 2. Ogre 2 is going to charge over to Brunhilde.
Okay.
And then he's going to make an attack with his battle axe. It's going to be a critical fail.
I'm gonna take this moment to use Repose on him.
Sure.
Okay. Or a 15.
That'll hit.
That's a 12.
Okay. Next up is the third ogre, who just got shot by Mikhail. So he is gonna run over and try to make an attack on Mikhail. 8. Which is not gonna hit. Next up is the sixth ogre. He's gonna run past his buddy. He's gonna go towards Joan. There's some shitty ogres. That's another critical fail.
Absolutely not.
Okay. And we've got another ogre attacking, number 4. He's also gonna go after Joan here.
Hey, howdy, hey. What a good day.
Apparently you're intimidating.
That's 13.
That will not hit.
Okay. Seebo is up now. Seebo's gonna snipe from the bush. Okay.
Bow.
Did you, so you dove into a bush?
Yeah, I've been in it.
Okay,
so you're the second gunman in the grassy knoll.
15.
Okay, which one are you attacking?
Who's weak? All of them?
One is the guy that got beat up before.
I'll shoot at him, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, that is gonna hit him.
5 damage.
Yeah, you connect with your arrow and he goes down. Joan's gonna be up next then.
We're gonna go after one of the chuckle fucks that's right on me. We're gonna go after number 6 with my quarterstaff and a dagger.
Okay.
Quarterstaff is 8 versus AC.
Nope, that's not gonna hit him.
And then dagger's gonna be 13 versus AC.
The dagger will hit.
3 points of damage.
Okay. Brunhilde, you're up.
I'm gonna take another swing at the guy who tried to kill me.
Okay.
That is a 19.
Yep, that'll hit him.
That's 10 damage.
You smack this guy good, and he's looking a little beat up here. Next up is gonna be number 8 here. He is gonna charge in and go after Rhomash. Yeah. That's a 7. Nope. You guys are awful fighters, apparently. Rhomash, you are up.
Rhomash is going to cast Shillelagh on his quarterstaff.
Okay.
And attempt to attack him two-handed. 11.
Nope, that's not going to do it. Next up is ogre number 9. He is going to rush forward, and he's going to get into the attack against Brunhilde here. That's 13. That's not going to hit. So next up is ogre 10. He is going after Mikhail here. That's an 8.
That's not going to hit.
Okay. Next up is ogre 5. He actually was standing next to the ogre that Seebo shot, so he saw where Seebo's arrow came from. So he is going to come over here and try to attack Seebo. That is a 16.
No, sir.
Next up is the 7th one. He's going to run in and also go after Rhomash. And that is a nat 20.
He actually hit me. Let's see if he did something.
He's going to hit you for 15 points of damage as this battle axe slams into your chest as he comes charging in.
Matt.
Survey says, yes, he
Survey
did some
says
damage.
worse things.
Mikhail, you are up.
The third one closed in around him, right?
Yes, you have
That's the
ogre
one where
3
I
and
hit
ogre
with that
10.
arrow first, right?
Yes, he is damaged.
Okay. So then I'm going to stab at him with my rapier. That's a critical fail.
You do not connect with him. He's actually going to get an opportunity attack, but he's not very smart, so he's going to have disadvantage on his opportunity attack. And he critically failed the first one, so no need to roll again.
So that Mikhail gets an opportunity. They just go back and
so you miss badly on your swing, but he also just can't even try to make a return attack on you. So next up is number 2. Number 2 is on Brunhilde. 10.
Get that weak shit out of here.
It's number 3 is up next, who's the one that's on Mikhail. So he's gonna attack here again. That's an 8. And they have a
That is not going to hit.
They have a -2 to intelligence, so I'm not surprised. Just dumb ogres. Yeah.
What are you doing in our swamp?
6 is up next, and he's on Joan, so he's gonna
try smarter than them.
make an attack here. That's a 9.
No.
Ogre 4 is up, and he's also attacking Joan, so he's gonna go again here. That is a 13.
I should say not.
Okay. Next up is Seebo.
Seebo is going to fly out of this bush at this ogre.
Okay.
Both daggers drawn and plunge for the net.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, 18's gonna hit.
For 6 damage.
Okay. Next up is Joan.
Alright, now, Joan's gonna get real technical here. Switch up his tactics. He's gonna attack with the dagger first, and then the quarterstaff.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a critical fail. And then with the quarterstaff, 23.
Quarterstaff is gonna connect.
Alright. 4 points of damage.
Okay.
That was on number 6, in case I didn't mention that.
Go ahead and do a athletics roll for me.
Fun. Yeah, that's a critical fail.
Because you whiffed with your dagger, you swing your staff around and hit this guy for some damage. However, in the process, since you were so off balance from your whiff, you actually fall into him, and so you and the ogre are both prone on the ground.
Well, good morning.
It's sexy.
How's your day going?
It's been better.
Brunhilde, you are up.
Second verse, same as the first. Can I hit the ogre that's in front of me? That's a nat 1.
Yeah, he's actually going to get an opportunity attack on you here. That's a 20.
What?
Whoa! Stop!
No!
You jinxed it.
You done goofed, boy! Sorry.
And I'm pretty sure that hit your AC, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, you did.
Okay.
For once in your miserable life.
He's actually swinging this one two-handed. So he's gonna hit for 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
So you get smacked as this half-ogre rears back with both hands with his axe and cleaves into the side of your armor, putting a nice dent in it. And
Son of a bitch!
so next up is Ogre 8, who is on Rhomash. 14 versus AC.
Nope.
And then Rhomash is going to be up.
I'm going to cast, as a bonus action, Healing Word on myself. 7 points of health back. Then I'm going to swing my quarterstaff two-handed at number 7.
Okay.
18.
That'll hit.
That's for 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Next up is number 9, who is attacking Brunhilde here. That's a 19.
That's not gonna hit me.
Next up is number 10, who is actually going to disengage from Mikhail and run towards Seebo and attack him.
He presumes the smaller target is less powerful.
That's a 21.
Yeah.
That's a 12. Next up is Ogre 5, who is also on Seebo. That's a 9. Oh, that's not going to hit. Then Ogre 7, who's attacking Rhomash here. That is a nat 20.
What the fuck?
21 points of damage.
Jesus fucking
as you get
Christ.
slammed by this guy. Do a Constitution saving throw for me.
It's a 7.
Okay, I think he actually hits you hard enough that he knocks you over here. So you are, you're prone on the ground. We're gonna be to Mikhail now.
Mikhail is going to make a stab at that same Number 3.
Yes. Okay.
Assuming
Casting Searing Smite on his sword. That's a 14.
That'll hit.
That is 15 points of damage, and he is ignited into flames.
As you hit this guy with your sword, he lights on fire and is completely immolated and drops to the ground dead. So next up is the second ogre, who is on Brunhilde. That's going to be a 24.
What the fuck? Okay, go ahead.
Welcome to my life.
What's the damage?
That's going to be 11 points of damage that you could hit for here.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Next up is number 6, who is still laying down. I think he's actually just going to try to swing at Joan while he's laying down, so he's going to have disadvantage on this. Well, can't get much more disadvantage than that. That's a critical fail. Joan, you see this axe coming, and you have a chance to knock it aside with your staff and then stab him with your dagger. So go ahead and make an attack roll with your dagger here.
9.
You block the attack, but you are not able to connect with your dagger here. Next up is number 4. Number 4 is also on Joan, so he's going to stab down at you, and he actually has advantage this time. 20?
I would like to cast Shield.
Okay.
It is a reaction spell, which I take when I'm hit by an attack or targeted by the magic missile spell. An invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you. Until the start of your next turn, you have +5 bonus to AC, including against the triggering attack, and you take no damage from magic missile. So that raises my AC up to 21 until my next turn, so that does not hit.
So, as this ogre sees Joan laying helpless, he raises his axe over his head, prepares to bring it down right on Joan's neck, looking for a killing blow. And as he does, Joan extends his hand and yells, "Shield!" And a glowing sort of luminescent energy field ripples out of his hand and bounces this axe back up into the air away from him. So Seebo, you are up.
Alright, Seebo's gonna take another shot at number 5.
Are you attacking with your daggers, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you said shot, so I wasn't sure.
15.
That'll hit.
I mean, it's because he's not throwing away his shot.
That's gonna be 9 damage.
Okay.
And then I'd like to use my bonus action to use dash.
Okay.
To run over back towards kind of like the rest of the group and put some distance between.
Okay, so where are you running then? You've got Rhomash is in the furthest point, and then you've got Joan and Mikhail kind of in a line in front of him, and then Brunhilde is off to Mikhail's left a little ways.
I'll head over towards Rhomash.
Okay. So Seebo is standing next to Rhomash. Joan is up.
He's going to get up, and then he's going to attack the ogre number 6 on the ground again.
Okay.
With the dagger and then the quarterstaff.
So you have advantage on your attacks, because he's laying down still.
Yep. 17 versus AC.
Okay, yep.
And the quarterstaff. Well, I don't need to roll again. That was a nat 20.
Okay.
25 versus AC.
So yeah, both those are going to hit.
So the dagger is going to be 6 damage.
Okay.
And then the quarterstaff is going to be 4 damage.
So a total of 10.
Yep.
Okay. Brunhilde, you are up.
I'm gonna take another swing at that guy.
Okay.
Pass out.
Ooh.
21.
That's going to do it. That's the right stuff.
Hostess.
That's 8.
Okay. You were attacking Ogre 2, correct?
Yes, sir, Bob.
Okay. You swing your axe around and chop this ogre's head clean off, and he drops to the ground. It's actually a little bit comical, because since you're so short, you actually have to jump a little bit. So you kind of jump up in the air and spin your axe around to get at his neck.
She proceeds to take her axe and pretend it's a electric guitar.
So next up is Ogre number 8, who was attacking Rhomash, but now that Seebo has run over there, he's actually going to turn his attention to Seebo.
Bless you, child.
12 against AC.
No, sir.
Okay. Rhomash, you are up.
Alright, Rhomash is going to turn into Bearmosh as a bonus action.
Okie dokie.
And Bearmosh is going to attack number 7. So first it's going to be with his bite attack. That's 16.
Yep.
And with the claws, that's an 18.
Yep.
Okay, so first with the bite, 5 piercing damage, and then with the claws, that's 10 slashing damage. So for a total of 15. Yep.
Okie dokie. Ogre 9 is up now. He is on Brunhilde. Make an attack there. 22.
Okay.
He's just attacking one-handed here. That's going to be 12 points of slashing damage.
And she's not looking too good.
Okay. Number 10 is up next. Since Seebo disengaged, he is going to run over towards Mikael and try to engage him.
Alrighty.
That's a 14 against AC.
That is not going to hit.
Okay. Next up is number 5. Seeing what Joan's doing to his buddy on the ground here, he's going to try and run over and attack Joan.
Okay.
11 against AC.
Nope.
Next up is Rhomash's old nemesis, number 7 here. 17?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 7 doing some damage here. That's going to be 14 points of damage.
Alright.
As he slashes you with his battle axe here.
Bearmosh is still good to go.
Mikael, you are on the plate.
I cast Searing Smite on my sword again, and make a stab at number 10. 10?
Nope, that's not going to do it. Ogre 6 is up now. He is going to get off the ground, and he is going to go after Joe. 23.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do too.
And he's only going to hit you for 6 points. 4 is up next, and he is also going to go after Joan here. And that's a critical fail. Go ahead and make an opportunity attack, Joan. You're going to have a chance to catch this guy sort of with his axe raised in the air, trying to come down on you here.
Alright, with the dagger, right?
Yeah, with your dagger.
That is a 19 versus AC.
Yep.
5 damage.
Okay. Seebo, you are up.
Seebo's gonna go for that nasty number 7.
Okay.
His 2 daggers drawn. 18 hits naturally, right?
Yep.
6 damage. And I can roll my bonus damage since Rhomash is right next to me. 9.
So 9 damage, so okay.
And then your second dagger.
And then
Coming
my
for you.
second damage. 12.
That's gonna hit, yeah. Just made it.
Plus 3 extra damage, so 12 damage in total.
So he did 3 more damage, and that was number 7. Okay, so that one's not looking great. Joan is up.
I'm gonna try and finish off number 6 now. Dagger. 14 versus AC.
Yep.
Alright, and then the quarterstaff is... Well, that'll hit because that's 19 versus AC. That's 5 damage with the dagger, and then 4 damage with the quarterstaff.
You hit him, and he is wobbling on his feet, but he is just barely still up here.
Dude, how the fuck are you still alive?
Brunhilde, you are up.
There's a second guy attacking me, so we're gonna take a swing at that guy.
Yep, that one's number 9.
25.
Yep.
11 damage?
Okay. Next up is number 8 here, who is gonna take a swing at Rhomash. 23.
That'll do.
13 points of damage. And Rhomash, you are up.
Who wants to see a bear breathe fire?
That actually would be really
Bearmosh is going to use his breath weapon, and he's going to aim it. It's a 30-foot distance. It's a 5-foot radius.
Okay.
So I'm trying to aim it so it goes through 8, and 5, and 6.
Okay.
So they all need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 8 roll. a 10 for 8.
Nope.
12 for 5.
Nope.
And a nat 20 for...
Okay, so you said 8 and 5 missed, was it?
Yes.
So they take full damage, and number 6 takes half damage. So that's 9 fire damage. Rounded down is 4 for 6.
You take 9, you said?
Yep.
Okay, 6 is still going to go down from that.
As a bonus action, before I end my turn, I'm going to expend a first level spell slot to heal Rhomash with 1d8 3 hit points back.
Okay. So next up is number 9, who is attacking Brunhilde here. That's 10, that's not going to hit. And then it's number 10, who is on Mikhail here. 23.
That will hit.
Okay. And that's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then number 5 is going to go after Joan here. And he's going to critically fail. I guess Joan gets another opportunity attack.
Solid.
Was that 4 now?
I think 3.
Okay.
Actually. 13.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. 7 points of damage.
Okay, and he is dead. And next up is number 7, who is going after Rhomash.
Yeah.
13 against AC.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And that's 10 points of damage.
Rhomash returns to Rhomash.
Okay. As you do that, from behind you, you hear a loud yell. And the knight that you saw earlier wielding the 2 claymores has just charged in. So he is going to go after number 8 first. So he is dead. And then he's going to turn his attention to number 7 as well. And he's going to actually critically fail on that one. So he misses number 7. So Mikhail is up now.
Mikhail's gonna draw his rapier, cast Hunter's Mark on number 10, and he is going to make an attack.
Go for it.
It's an 11.
Nope, that's not going to hit him. Number 4 is up now. He's going to attack Joan. 22?
Yep.
It's 15 points of damage that you get slugged for here. Okay. Seebo is up.
Seebo's going to dagger up at number 5.
There is no number 5.
It is.
Yeah, it's by me.
No, that's
Seebo.
Oh.
That's you.
So
the only one by you is
7 by
7.
me?
Seebo's trying to attack himself.
Yeah, 14 is going to hit.
5 is going to be the damage on the first one.
Okay.
Second dagger is going to be 18.
That hits.
8 damage.
He is dead. Joan, you are up.
Joan gonna go after that sad boy by him.
Okay.
Numero 40. So dagger. 13 versus AC.
Yep.
And quarterstaff. 18 versus AC.
Yep.
Alright, dagger does 6 damage.
Okay.
Quarterstaff does 3 damage.
Okay, you bang this dude up pretty good.
Hell yeah, motherfucker.
Brunhilde, you are up.
We're gonna attack the same guy we attacked last time.
Okay.
13?
That is gonna hit.
12.
Yeah, he's looking pretty beat up. Rhomash, you are up.
Rhomash is going to cast Produce Flame at number 4.
Okay.
16.
That hits him.
Okay. 7 points of fire damage.
You hit him with a good scorching burn here, but he is still up on his feet. Number 9 is up. He's going to go after Brunhilde. That's 14. That's not going to hit.
No.
Number 10 is going after Mikhail. 16.
Not gonna hit.
The next up is our mysterious stranger here, who is going to rush forward and attempt to engage number 10 here. He gets smacked. He is still somehow on his feet. However, this guy's going to come at him with a second attack. He's got these two small shields that he's got on the outsides of his swords. He actually crosses his arms and then sort of uncrosses them, but with the ogre's head in the middle, and just smushes it. And this guy drops to the ground with his head in pulpy pieces. So then Mikhail's going to be up here. You got two guys left. One's on Joan and the other one's on Brunhilde.
The mark transfers to number 4.
Okay.
Who's the one on Joan. And he is going to, without pause, make a stab at this other ogre. That's 20.
That's going to hit him.
11 points of damage.
You catch this guy in the throat and just slit it clean open, and he just drops to the floor. Next up is Seebo.
Alright, Seebo's going to run towards the last guy.
Okay.
He's dashing towards him. He's going to throw his first dagger on his way, and then he's going to run up and follow up with his second dagger. In his hand. On the thrown dagger, it's going to be 15.
Yes.
And the other dagger is going to be 11.
Oh, so that one will not hit.
Alright.
So the thrown one does hit.
9 damage.
You impact into this guy. I think you catch him in the face, actually, and he goes down as well.
Yay! We did it!
Seebo walks up to Brunhilde. My lady.
That's 400 XP for everybody.
It's about damn time.
So you finish these guys off, and you are now standing on the battlefield that you've finished off with this guy that you've just met.
Howdy.
Hey, that was some pretty good fighting.
Hello, friends. Well met.
Hell and well met. Or sorry. Howdy and well met.
Who are you?
I assume that you must be worthy heroes since you are clearly not a foe and you have gained access to the plains.
Clearly.
Apparently.
I have no idea what's going on here.
Yeah,
We've only fought for our survival
Like
up
you
to
do,
this point.
Brunhilde, it probably gets us further.
Well, if you'll accompany me back to the castle, I can explain everything there.
Sounds good. What do we call you, sir?
Mikhail, you notice that on his armor, he bears the sigil of Bahamut. And he turns and addresses all of you, stands up as upright as possible, and says,
My name is Michael, and I am the first paladin of Bahamut.